Mr. Speaker, and can I thank the Leader of the House for announcing the business for what would have been the first week of our Easter recess. And we're giving up Easter recess for this. And I just hope we're going to see some more substantial business in the course of the next week, which will justify us giving up time being available for our constituents. And the thing is, Mr. Speaker, the Leader of the House has got absolutely no idea or clue what's going to be discussed and considered next week. And, Mr. Speaker, yesterday's innovation, I think, should be commended. And this House should be really proud that we delivered a piece of legislation within a few days that will underpin the seeking of an extension of Article 50. And there were those, of course, who, most curiously, amongst the take-back controllers, who didn't want this House to actually take back control. And we prefer the government to continue in its ways unfettered and continue to ignore decisions of this House. And it's taken legislation to get this minority government to do what the majority of this House wants it to do. Maybe now it knows that we can do this, it will start to take decisions of this House more seriously, but I seriously doubt that will be the case. This bill now goes to the House of Lords, and the great unelected ones will now consider this bill. And I think the message from this House to the aristocrats, to the Church of England bishops, to the cronies and the donors, is to do nothing that will thwart the progress of this bill. We're already seeing loads and loads of amendments being introduced down there, particularly from, curiously, some Scottish Conservative lords, and they must do absolutely nothing that will stop the will of this House getting through the democratic will of this Parliament. And can we have a debate, Mr. Speaker, about modern romance? Because I think there was a real Mills and Boon glow yesterday as the Leader of the Opposition sat down with the Prime Minister in order that she could share the blame for her Tory Brexit with him. He's gone from being, as the PM said last week, the biggest threat to our standing in the world, to our defence and to our economy, to the saviour of her Brexit. And we in Scotland are watching very carefully the reinvention of Better Together 2.0, Better Together the sequel, the latest in the Tory Labour disaster franchise. This time they together took Scotland out of the EU against its will. Scotland is sick of being ignored. The Scottish people are watching our nation being carved out and disrespected, and we won't sit idly by as the usual Better Together squad play their games with our nation in the European Union.
Leader of the House.
Well, the honourable gentleman will recognise